You provide some fantastic material on crypto assets. Like we could really dive deep into this. Let's see if we can kind of uncover the gems hidden within Chris Burniske's insights in his book Crypto Assets. This deep dive will explore the evolution of crypto assets from, Bitcoin's origins to the rise of all those altcoins, decentralized applications, and the wild world of ICOs. We'll also, kind of touch on how to evaluate these investments and manage the risks that come with them.
Yeah. I think Burniske does a great job of kind of laying out a framework for understanding the crypto space. It's fascinating how he connects Bitcoin's genesis to the 2008 financial crisis. He suggests that the complexities and the opacity of instruments like collateralized mortgage obligations, CMOs, those contributed to the crisis, and that Bitcoin emerged as a potential solution.
Yeah, it is really interesting how he links Bitcoin's genesis to the complexities of CMOs. Do you think Bitcoin truly addresses the transparency issues that plagued those instruments?
That's a great question. While Bitcoin's blockchain does offer a public and immutable ledger of all the transactions, the complexity has shifted to the underlying code and the various layers built upon it. But Bitcoin does represent a shift toward a more decentralized and trust minimized system, which a lot of people see as a step in the right direction.
For sure. Bernisk also mentioned that the very first Bitcoin price was determined by the cost of electricity and rent for a single computer mining it. Can you believe that? Imagine grabbing a pile of those early Bitcoins.
Right.
Talk about a missed opportunity.
It's a fantastic anecdote that really highlights just how nascent this all was, but it underscores the importance of early adoption and recognizing the potential of these disruptive technologies before they really hit the mainstream.
Absolutely. And as Bitcoin gained traction, not everyone was happy with every aspect of it, right? Some wanted faster transactions, others a more decentralized mining process. And that's really when the altcoins kind of entered the scene. Bernisk dives into quite a few of them.
Yeah, he does. And I think the emergence of altcoins demonstrates the diversity of thought in this space. Take Namecoin, for example.
Yeah.
It wasn't even focused on being a currency. Instead, it aimed to leverage the blockchain's immutability for things like censorship-resistant websites.
Hmm. That is really interesting. It seems like every altcoin was trying to solve a different problem or improve upon Bitcoin in some way, like Litecoin, created by Charlie Lee, which aimed for a more egalitarian mining process. Bernice says it was designed to level the playing field and avoid the centralization that can happen when specialized hardware dominates mining.
Yeah, Litecoin's use of the memory-intensive script algorithm did make it more accessible to miners with regular computers. It's a great example of how altcoins can experiment with different consensus mechanisms to achieve various goals.
Yeah, and then there's Ripple. Bernisk says it focused on multi-asset transactions, but with a unique consensus algorithm and trusted gateways. It almost feels like a hybrid between a centralized and a decentralized system. What are your thoughts on that approach?
Well, Ripple's approach, it sparked a lot of debate about what truly constitutes decentralization. Its reliance on pre-selected validators, it raised concerns about control and censorship.
Mm.
And it really highlights that ongoing tension between efficiency and decentralization within the crypto space.
For sure. Then we have Dogecoin, which Berniske says started as a joke based on an internet meme, but it showed the power of community marketing in the crypto space. It's almost mind-boggling that a meme coin could reach a network value of $70 million.
Yeah. I mean, Dogecoin's success, while, surprising to many, it really reveals the influence of social dynamics on crypto asset valuation. It demonstrates that community engagement and shared narratives, they can really drive adoption, even for projects with seemingly limited technological innovation.
Right. And lastly, we have Monero, which Berniske says was built with privacy in mind. It uses that crypto note technology for anonymous transactions, tapping into that demand for financial privacy. What are your thoughts on privacy-focused coins like Monero and their role in this emerging financial landscape?
The emergence of privacy coins like Monero really, reflects growing concerns about financial surveillance and data privacy. These projects explore cryptographic techniques to enhance anonymity, offering an alternative for those seeking greater control over their transactional data.
Yeah, it seems like those early days of crypto were all about experimentation and pushing the boundaries of what's possible with this technology. It's a time of rapid innovation and fierce competition with new projects popping up all the time.
Yeah. It was a truly exciting time, reminiscent of the early days of the internet. There was this sense of limitless possibility, and every day brought, new discoveries and breakthroughs. And as we'll see, that spirit of innovation continues to drive the crypto space forward.
Yeah. Speaking of innovation, things took another major leap forward with the arrival of Ethereum and decentralized applications, or DApps. Burniske describes Ethereum as not just a currency, but a decentralized world computer, a platform for building and running DApps that have their own native crypto tokens.
Right. And Ethereum introduced the concept of smart contracts, those self-executing agreements that are stored and enforced on the blockchain. This innovation opened up a world of possibilities beyond just digital currencies, paving the way for decentralized versions of, everything from financial services to supply chain management to social networks.
Wow. Burniske says Ethereum expands the scope of crypto assets beyond just currencies into this realm of digital commodities and even finished goods and services. It almost feels like a new internet is being built, but for finance and beyond.
It is a powerful analogy. Just as the internet revolutionized information sharing and communication, Ethereum and other smart contract platforms have the potential to revolutionize how we interact and transact with each other.
So true. But Ethereum's journey wasn't, without its challenges. Burniske dives into the story of the DAO, an ambitious DApp that aimed to be a decentralized venture capital fund.
Right.
But a major hack exposed vulnerabilities in its code and led to a contentious hard fork of the Ethereum blockchain. What lessons can we learn from the DAO hack? Does it raise any concerns about the security and stability of dApps?
The DAO hack was a watershed moment for the Ethereum community. It highlighted the importance of rigorous security audits and the potential vulnerabilities of smart contracts. However, it demonstrated the resilience of the Ethereum network and its ability to adapt and learn from its mistakes.
So despite the setbacks, the potential of dApps remains immense. It's like the possibilities are truly endless.
The future of dApps is brimming with possibilities. Imagine a world where financial services are accessible to anyone with an internet connection, where supply chains are transparent and efficient, and where social networks are truly owned by their users. These are just a few of the potential applications of this technology.
Yeah, but before we get too carried away with the excitement of dApps, let's take a step back and consider the challenges of navigating this complex and often volatile crypto asset landscape. How can we evaluate these investments? How do we manage risk in a market that's known for its wild swings?
Well, Burniske dives into modern portfolio theory, MPT, emphasizing the importance of understanding risk, diversification, and the efficient frontier. While crypto assets offer the potential for high returns, they also come with significant volatility. MPT can help you navigate that landscape and make informed investment decisions.
So it's not just about chasing the latest hot coin or trying to time the market perfectly. It's about having a well-defined investment strategy that considers your individual risk tolerance and your financial goals.
Absolutely. And it's about understanding that crypto assets are still a relatively new asset class, and the market is constantly evolving. A disciplined approach to investing, informed by both traditional financial principles and a deep understanding of the underlying technologies, is essential for navigating this space successfully.
Yeah, I mean, Burniske even provides a framework for evaluating crypto assets specifically. He says it's not enough to just look at price charts and market trends. You have to consider the underlying fundamentals. He breaks it down into several key factors. The white paper, decentralization edge, valuation, community support, developer activity, and issuance model. It's like having a roadmap for the crypto asset jungle. Helping you avoid the pitfalls and find the real gems.
Right. Burniske's framework encourages investors to look beyond the hype and delve into the technical details, the community engagement, and the long-term viability of a project. It's about understanding the underlying value proposition and evaluating whether a project has the potential to create real-world impact.
Yeah, I like that. But let's be honest, the crypto world isn't all sunshine and rainbows, right?
Yeah.
Burniske also warns about potential pitfalls like like crowd speculation, Ponzi schemes, misleading issuers, and market manipulation. It's a bit like the Wild West out there, isn't it?
Indeed. And recognizing these patterns is vital for avoiding financial pitfalls. Just like in any emerging market, there are bad actors looking to exploit the hype and the lack of regulation. Thorough due diligence, researching teams and projects, and understanding market psychology are crucial for navigating the often volatile world of crypto assets.
So it's about being a discerning investor, not getting swept up in the hype, and always approaching this space with a healthy dose of skepticism.
Precisely. It's about balancing the excitement and the potential with a grounded understanding of the risks involved. It's about being an informed and responsible investor, not a gambler.
Right, right. Despite the risks, there are some really exciting developments happening in the crypto world. Burniske highlights innovative investment vehicles like Grayscale's Bitcoin Investment Trust or BIT.
Yeah, the BIT was a game changer. It was the first publicly traded investment vehicle that provided exposure to Bitcoin within traditional financial markets. It aimed to bring greater accessibility, liquidity, and regulatory compliance for investors.
It's like a bridge between the traditional financial world and the crypto asset world, making it easier for institutional investors and everyday folks to get involved.
And then there's the story of the Winklevoss twins and their quest for a Bitcoin ETF. They envisioned an ETF that would track the price of Bitcoin, making it even easier for people to invest.
Yeah, it was a long and arduous journey with the SEC initially rejecting their proposal, but they didn't give up, and their persistence eventually led to the approval of several Bitcoin ETFs in the years that followed.
The approval of Bitcoin ETFs was a major milestone for the industry. It legitimized crypto assets in the eyes of many mainstream investors and paved the way for greater institutional adoption.
It seems like the crypto asset market is maturing with more and more traditional financial institutions recognizing its potential and offering new and innovative ways for people to invest.
Yeah. It's a testament to how far the industry has come. We've gone from a small group of early adopters to a rapidly evolving ecosystem with diverse investment options. And this evolution is likely to continue with even more sophisticated financial products and services emerging in the years to come.
Burniske doesn't just focus on established investment vehicles, though, right? He also explores the rise of ICOs or initial coin offerings. It's almost like a whole new way of funding projects emerged, completely separate from traditional venture capital.
Yeah. ICOs, they represent a fascinating example of how crypto assets and blockchain technology are disrupting traditional financial models. They provide a way for startups to raise capital directly from the public, bypassing those gatekeepers of traditional finance.
It's true. Burniske points out that ICOs have democratized access to capital,
Right.
allowing anyone, regardless of their background or connections, to potentially invest in these early stage projects.
Yeah, that's a key aspect of the whole ICO phenomenon. It empowers individuals to participate in the innovation economy in a way that was, previously inaccessible to most. However, as Burniske cautions, this democratization also comes with risks.
For sure. He talks about the abundance of scams and the importance of thoroughly vetting the teams, the technology, and the overall market potential before investing in an ICO.
Due diligence is absolutely crucial in the ICO space. Burniske provides a framework for evaluating ICOs, considering factors like the team's experience, the technology's viability, the project's market opportunity, and the regulatory landscape.
It's like navigating a minefield, trying to separate the legitimate projects from the scams. Burniske's framework provides a helpful guide for making those informed investment decisions.
He also discusses that evolving regulatory landscape surrounding ICOs. In the early days, it was a bit of a wild west with limited oversight and a lot of uncertainty. But as the market matured, regulators like the SEC stepped in to provide more clarity and protect investors.
Right. Burniske explains how the SEC applied the Howey test to ICOs, clarifying which offerings fell under their jurisdiction.
It seems like the regulatory landscape for crypto assets is constantly evolving, which can make it, challenging for investors to stay on top of the latest rules.
Yeah, the regulatory landscape is indeed dynamic, and it's crucial for investors to stay informed and adapt to the changing environment. However, greater regulatory clarity can also bring, benefits such as increased investor confidence and a more stable market.
So far, we've discussed public markets, venture capital, and ICOs. But what about angel investing? Burniske touches on that as well, suggesting it's another avenue for getting involved in the crypto asset space. Yeah. Angel investing can be an attractive option for accredited investors who are comfortable with higher risk and have a longer investment horizon. Burniske highlights platforms like bmtothefuture.com and AngelList where accredited investors can connect with promising crypto startups seeking funding.
It seems like there are so many different ways to invest in the crypto asset space. It's almost overwhelming.
The key is to find an investment strategy that aligns with your individual risk tolerance, financial goals, and understanding of the market, whether you're investing in public markets, venture capital, ICOs, or angel investments. A well-defined strategy is crucial for navigating this complex and evolving landscape.
Yeah, Burniske emphasizes the importance of continuous learning and staying engaged with the crypto community.
Mm.
He encourages readers to attend conferences, read blogs, and follow thought leaders on social media. It's like you have to be constantly learning and adapting to keep up with the pace of innovation in this space.
The crypto world moves fast, and complacency can be costly. Engaging with the community provides valuable insights, helps you identify emerging trends and fosters a deeper understanding of this rapidly evolving technology.
Burniske also delves into the concept of the innovator's dilemma, suggesting that established institutions, particularly in financial services sector, are struggling to respond to the disruptive force of crypto assets and blockchain technology.
The innovator's dilemma, it describes the challenge that incumbent companies face when confronted with disruptive innovations. These innovations often, start small and serve niche markets, but they have the potential to eventually, upend the existing industry order.
Yeah. Burniske provides examples of how companies in the financial services sector are responding to this disruption. Some
Yeah.
some are trying to acquire promising startups. Others are forming industry consortiums, and still others are attempting to build their own blockchain solutions.
It's a fascinating dynamic. Some incumbents will successfully adapt and integrate these new technologies, while others will resist change and ultimately fade away. The winners will be those who can embrace innovation and leverage it to create new value for their customers.
It's like a game of survival with established players trying to fend off new entrants and maintain their market dominance.
That's a great analogy. The crypto space is dynamic and competitive, and the landscape is constantly shifting. Those who can adapt, innovate, and build strong communities around their projects will have the best chance of success.
One of the things that really struck me in Burniske's book was his discussion of how crypto assets and blockchain technology could disrupt industries beyond just finance. He talks about potential applications in supply chain management, healthcare, voting systems, and even social media.
Blockchain technology has the potential to revolutionize, any industry where trust, transparency, and immutability are valuable. Imagine a world where supply chains are trackable from origin to destination, eliminating counterfeit goods and ensuring ethical sourcing, or a healthcare system where patients have complete control over their
Yeah.
medical records, securely stored and shared on a blockchain. These are just a few examples of the transformative potential of this technology.
It's truly mind-boggling to think about the possibilities. It seems like blockchain technology could have as profound an impact on society as the internet did.
Yeah, the comparison to the internet is apt. In its early days, the internet was primarily used for academic research and communication. It took time for its full potential to be realized. Similarly, we are still in the early stages of exploring the applications of blockchain technology. The most innovative and impactful use cases may not even exist yet.
That's wild. Burniske also touches on the psychological aspects of investing, particularly in a volatile market like crypto assets. He cautions against falling prey to the that this time is different mentality
Yeah.
that often grips investors during periods of rapid innovation and market exuberance.
Throughout history, periods of rapid technological advancement and financial innovation have often been accompanied by speculative bubbles. Bernisk reminds us that while the underlying technology may be, revolutionary, human psychology remains the same. Fear and greed can drive, irrational decision making, leading to market distortions and ultimately financial losses.
It's so true. He emphasizes the importance of approaching crypto assets with a healthy dose of skepticism, doing your homework and never investing more than you can afford to lose.
Yeah, it's about balancing the excitement and potential with a grounded understanding of the risks involved. It's about being an informed and responsible investor, not a gambler.
Burniske also points out that while Bitcoin was the first and most well-known crypto asset, it's not the only game in town. He talks about how the crypto asset landscape is incredibly diverse with thousands of different projects vying for attention and investment.
Yeah. The crypto asset ecosystem is vast and constantly evolving, from cryptocurrencies to crypto commodities to crypto tokens. Each project has its own unique characteristics, strengths and weaknesses. Understanding the different categories of crypto assets and the underlying technologies is essential for making informed investment decisions.
It's like exploring a new world with a vast and uncharted territory full of possibilities and potential pitfalls.
Yeah, the key is to approach this exploration with curiosity, diligence, and a willingness to learn and adapt. The crypto space is dynamic, and what's considered, cutting edge today might be obsolete tomorrow. Continuous learning and engagement are essential for staying ahead of the curve.
Burniske also highlights the importance of community in the crypto asset world. He talks about how the open source nature of this technology has fostered a collaborative and decentralized community of developers, entrepreneurs, and investors.
The crypto community is a vibrant and passionate group of individuals united by a shared belief in the transformative potential of this technology. They are actively building and shaping the future of finance and beyond through online forums, conferences, meetups, and hackathons.
It's inspiring to see how this technology is bringing people together from all over the world, working towards a common goal.
The crypto community is truly global and transcends borders, languages,
Yeah.
and cultures. It's a testament to the power of technology to connect people and foster collaboration.
Absolutely. Burniske encourages readers to engage with this community, to ask questions, to share ideas, and to become active participants in this exciting new world.
Finding your tribe within the crypto community can provide, valuable support, mentorship, and opportunities for learning and growth. It's a welcoming and inclusive environment where everyone is encouraged to contribute.
Now, before we get too caught up in the idealistic vision of the future, let's address a very practical concern that Burniske raises: tax.
Yes, taxes. Even in the decentralized world of crypto assets, we can't escape the realities of the traditional financial system.
It's true. Burniske dedicates a whole chapter to this topic, explaining how the IRS views crypto assets and the tax implications of trading, investing, and even using cryptocurrencies for everyday purchases.
He emphasizes the importance of keeping detailed records of all crypto transactions, understanding the tax treatment of different types of crypto assets, and seeking, professional advice when needed. The tax landscape for crypto assets can be complex, and it's crucial to stay informed and compliant.
Yeah. It's like navigating a whole new set of rules and regulations on top of the already complex world of crypto assets.
Indeed. But as the crypto market matures and gains mainstream adoption, we can expect, greater clarity and simplification of tax regulations. In the meantime, it's essential to be proactive and seek guidance from qualified professionals.
So we've covered a lot of ground in this deep dive into Chris Burnische's crypto assets. We've explored the evolution of this technology, the market dynamics, the investment opportunities, the challenges, and even the tax implications.
It's been quite a journey from Bitcoin's origins to the rise of altcoins, DApps, ICOs, and the ongoing battle between incumbents and disruptors. The crypto world is a fascinating and constantly evolving landscape.
And we've only just scratched the surface. In our final segment, we'll delve into Burniske's predictions about the future of crypto assets and explore what it all means for you, the innovative investor. We've covered a lot of ground already, but I'm particularly curious about what Burniske sees for the future of crypto assets. He paints a pretty exciting picture.
He does. Burniske believes that we're just at the beginning of the crypto revolution. He envisions a future where crypto assets are as commonplace as stocks and bonds, seamlessly integrated into our everyday lives.
So we're talking about a world where you could use crypto to buy a cup of coffee, book a flight, even buy a house.
That's right. He sees crypto moving beyond just an investment asset class and becoming a true medium of exchange for everyday transactions.
And not just payments. Burniske talks about using DApps
Yeah.
to manage our finances, access healthcare, even vote in elections.
He really highlights the potential of blockchain technology to disrupt existing systems and empower individuals. Imagine a world where we have, greater control over our data, our assets, and our interactions with institutions. That's the kind of future that Burniske sees.
It is a pretty bold vision. What are your thoughts on its feasibility?
It's certainly ambitious. While the technology is advancing rapidly, there are still, challenges to overcome. Scalability, regulatory hurdles, and security concerns all need to be addressed before we see, mass adoption.
Yeah, Burniske does acknowledge those challenges, but he remains optimistic. He seems to believe this technology has the power to reshape the world as we know it.
And he challenges readers to think critically about the implications of this technology. How do we want to participate in this unfolding revolution? What role do we want to play in shaping this future?
That is a powerful question. It's not just about passively watching this technology evolve. Yeah. It's about actively engaging with it and helping to guide its development.
Exactly. Burniske encourages us to be active participants, not passive observers, to learn, to experiment, to invest, and to help steer this technology in a direction that benefits humanity.
So for those of us who are intrigued by the potential of crypto assets and want to be a part of this revolution, what are some concrete steps we can take?
Well, Burniske emphasizes the importance of education. The more you understand about the technology, the market dynamics, and the potential risks and rewards, the better equipped you'll be to make informed decisions.
So do your research, ask questions, and don't be afraid to dive into the technical details. This isn't the space for passive investors.
Absolutely. It's also about building a diversified portfolio. The crypto asset landscape is vast and constantly evolving. So don't put all your eggs in one basket. Spread your investments across different projects and asset classes.
And remember, this is a long game. The crypto market is still in its early stages of development. It's likely to be volatile in the years to come. So patience and a long-term perspective are key.
It's also important to stay informed and adapt to the changing landscape. The crypto world moves fast. What's cutting edge today might be obsolete tomorrow. So engage with the community, attend conferences, read blogs, and follow thought leaders on social media.
Yeah, it's about continuous learning and being open to new ideas. This is a space where innovation is happening at breakneck speed.
And perhaps most importantly, remember to have fun. Exploring the world of of crypto assets and blockchain technology can be an incredibly rewarding experience. It's a chance to, learn about cutting edge technology, connect with a passionate community, and potentially be part of something truly transformative.
Well said. It sounds like we're just at the beginning of an incredible journey, and the possibilities are truly limitless. Thanks for guiding us through Burniske's insights. This has been an eye-opening deep dive.
It's been my pleasure. Remember, the future is being built right
Right.
now. So stay curious, stay informed, and stay engaged. The crypto world is waiting for you.
And that concludes our deep dive into Chris Burniske's crypto assets. We hope you found this exploration as fascinating as we did. Until next time, happy investing.